What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this ain't working. I'm here actually waiting for the wife to go into the store and pick up whatever it is she needs and stuff, and so I had a moment to start thinking, and I was talking to Philly 500, or Philly way below 500, and I saw somebody this morning on Bleacher Report was talking about the Eagles, of course, wanted to interview Kellen Moore. I can't remember if they actually interviewed. I think he did it. They did interview. Remember? He did interview with them, right? And I was asking Philly because I thanked him for being a grown-ass man and coming on the show yesterday after I trolled a couple of videos out of him and then doing the Walk of Shame live stream. I asked him, I said, do you wish Kellen Moore was your coach? Because he was saying yesterday, he's like, I'm not sure that Hurts is a guy. I said, wait a minute. The guy is still really a rookie. I said, he's only had 8 starts. You can't throw him over already after 8 starts. Hell, you just don't know yet. I mean, he came in behind Carson Wentz and that regime, this regime, you don't know if this regime even knows how to coach. So you got Nick Sirianni, Mr., rock, paper, scissors, What? Oh, I thought you had something to add because you were shaking your head on it. But you don't know what the problem is that guy. Because I look at Jalen Smith this year versus last year, and the biggest change is from Mike Nolan to Dan Quinn. He looks like a totally different player. The whole defense does. So here's the problem, and he's like, "No, man, I don't want him." But you wanted Amari Cooper, though. You know you did, and I know you secretly inside you're still wanting Amari Cooper.
No, he wanted CD.
Well, he wanted CD too, but also too he wanted Amari Cooper. Okay, he wants anybody but people that are Eagles players. But here's the problem for the Cowboys, and this could end up being a big problem, kind of problem that you want to have, but you hope doesn't become a problem. Is you look at Kellen Moore right now. Kellen Moore is becoming a very hot commodity out there to become a head coach. He's already had people wanting to interview him last year. You're all of a sudden looking and seeing what he's able to do with this offense with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott right now, it's almost comical because listening to Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless. So now Shannon Sharp is talking about, well, Dak Prescott, he ain't that good because he's back to dinking and dunking because he's not pressing the ball down the field. He ain't pressing the ball down the field. He ain't doing nothing. It's like, wait a minute. So him distributing the football and the offense just scoring tons of points, chewing up clock to help the defense, that ain't doing nothing, especially since they're 2-1. This is where no matter what you do, before when they were doing that, he's just dinking and dunking, and then turns around, of course, okay, now he's throwing down the field, he scored a lot of points and stuff, but he ain't making no headway, he eats empty calories, and now, of course, he's back to, well, he ain't pushing the ball down the field. It doesn't matter what he does. They're never, ever going to give him credit. But anyway, you look at the dynamic offense that the Dallas Cowboys now have, okay? They went into a shootout with Tom Brady, okay? And had it not been for, a questionable non-call and a last-second field goal, they get a win in Tampa Bay against Tom Brady, or should I say Tampa Bay against Tom Brady, right? They go to LA and they beat, the young gun, the gangster, as his coach called him, and Justin Huber. And they get a win, and of course, well, that's just because they got a bunch of takeaways. But regardless of that, you look at Kellen Moore now and say they went from high-flying passing the football to feeding Zeke and Tony Pollard and literally getting like 7-8 yards, just about on a rush. And Dak Prescott lighting the place up and literally highest completion percentage, in the NFL. You all of a sudden say, if you're the Giants and say, our offense is offensive, okay? It really just pisses everybody off. Maybe we need that guy. Maybe we got the wrong guy from the Cowboys and Jason Garrett. And you got to think that a lot of teams out there will be vying for Kellen Moore. And on the flip side, as many people that were looking at Dan Quinn and saying, Dan Quinn, he's a loser. You now look at the Dallas Cowboys defense, which has done a complete 180. That is now numero uno in taking away the football. Number one, there is no doubt. You see where Diggs right now is the new Richard Sherman and is tied for the lead in the NFL as far as cornerback. You look at Micah Parsons, who right now is grading out as the best rookie, offense or defense, according to Pro Football Focus. You look at Jalen Smith and Van Der Esch and say, damn, I'm glad we didn't cut those guys because they're playing lights out under Dan Quinn. And you realize that coaching does matter. It matters. That guy literally took Malik Hooker, Dontre Kazee. You know, I have to say Kazee. I have to act like I'm sneezing to get it right. And Keanu O'Neal. Guys that are having $1 million guaranteed contracts, right? He plugs all those guys in. That ragtag fugitive fleet, you know, those black sheep, guys that were kicked aside by their other teams. He puts those together, and all of a sudden you got a defense. So if you're a team that's downtrodden, you know, like say you Texans, you guys, or if you're looking at, say, you know, the Eagles right now, that maybe Dan Quinn, who took an Atlanta Falcon team to a Super Bowl, who has now built the I can't remember the Legion of Boom, and is now creating the Legion of Doom with the Dallas Cowboys. All of a sudden, you start saying we could use those guys, and here would be the problem: Dan Quinn and Kellen Moore could be head coaches someplace. Then we're stuck with Mike McCarthy. And Mike McCarthy right now, let's be clear, has it made. He's got Kellen Moore, who's taking care of all the offense. He's got Dan Quinn, who is definitely taking the heat off the defense. I, at this moment, don't know what exactly Mike McCarthy does other than smashing watermelons. It's the last thing I remember him doing, that before a game, he took a sledgehammer and he smashed the melon. I don't know. So we may have some problems, guys. Whew. I'm tired, boss. I'm real tired. And it's too damn hot. I will catch you all on the flip side, and we'll see what the Cowboys do today. They're back on the practice field because today is Wednesday. It is hump day. It is back to practice as we get ready for the Carolina Panthers. And this weekend, don't forget to check out our live stream. We're going to be doing something that I know nobody else has tried to do before. I know nobody's tried to do this before, because we have the Dallas Cowboys, 1 o'clock. We have the Washington football team, and I'll debate whether or not they're really a football team. They play at 1 o'clock. We have the Philadelphia Eagles that are Eagles crying right now. They kick off 1 o'clock. And then we got the New York stinking Giants, and man, do they stink. They kick off at 1 o'clock. We are going to try to cover all four. All four. That means I got a half an eye on each TV. A half an eye on each TV to keep up with what's going on in the NFC East. Whew. I'm up for the challenge. Are you? I'll see y'all later.